Someone's beeping. We don't have a budget for this. It's just me, Limpy Ken, and Div. And Div's not here today. He'll go in a minute. I had a Vauxhall Cortina once. Filth. Good day and welcome to... Today, I'm taking a walk in the Mendips, an undulating Carboniferous limestone plateau, rising from the southern edge of the Somerset Levels and moors. Mendips archaeology ranges from early prehistoric long barrows to Neolithic round barrows to Bronze Age round barrows and through to Iron Age hill forts. Many of the later prehistoric settlements continued in use into the Romano-British period, and others developed at a time when the region experienced an intensification of agricultural and industrial exploitation. So why am I here? Partly because my doctor says it will help me stop shouting abuse at peasants and foreigners, but mostly to unearth an ages-old mystery, the origin of the greatest winter festival of them all. But first, we should probably address the elephant in the room, in the field. There isn't actually an elephant in the field, it's a metaphorical idiom. It is perhaps a bit of an understatement to say that it's been a bit of a rough year for everyone. Peeking through the letterbox, standing in lines next to idiots eating apples, and setting traps in the garden to catch scamps. And what's more, this year Britain is set to make the most stupid and laughable decision since Edward Heath introduced mandatory taxation on the slicing of bread. That's right, we're going decimal. They're taking the halfpenny bit and they're shooting it in the face. One thing's for sure, I still know the meaning of a good English bob. I myself have spent the best part of November holed up in the spare room in a box in my pants, trying to connect a box of eggs to my telly. I keep having dreams about a box of eggs, an eggs box that will help me smite my enemies and build walls. Staring at my hands in disbelief and occasionally waking in the night screaming, wondering if I'm going mad or going to die. Have I gone mad already? I wouldn't know. Ian McShane had a great way of telling if you're going mad. What you do is you take a big long stick and a box of bras, and then you thank goodness then that the season is finally upon us, giving us all cause to put on shoes, call our loved ones and tell them we're disappointed with their life choices. That's right, I'm talking about the greatest, nuttiest festival of them all, Nutember. Unless you've got a nut allergy, but you can just go. But how did Nutember come to be the nation's favourite wintry festival? Well, believe it or not, it all started here, in the Mendips, when Jimmy Jangles, the local pig slapper, and Boris Johnson's great half-idiot brother discovered a manuscript, the greatest manuscript ever discovered this millennium. No other manuscripts have been discovered. All of the archaeologists and scientists got together at the tavern and had a jolly good look at the scrolls, which gave details of a pagan festival held in winter and celebrating the giving, receiving, and eating of nuts. This was a revelation. Until then, most Britons were content merely to spend December in a box filled with socks and bovril. It had never actually occurred to us to celebrate a cursed season which simultaneously killed our bees and froze our wee. The scrolls also made mention of a song for making merry, and a legend of a kindly gnomic figure, Father Cranky, who would turn up on your doorstep with a big sack of nuts concealed beneath his cloak. And depending on whether you'd been kindly that year, or a bit of a buffoon, he would either give to you a gift upon revealing his amazing nutsack, or traumatize you and your family for the rest of your lives. And the song for making merry? Eventually it became the theme tune for Nutember, loved by young and old alike. So let's now, you and I, take a moment to remember the spirit of the season and sing out in celebration of the greatest winter festival of them all. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are, all standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Do you have a funny story about Natemba? If so, just send a stamped address postcard to this address, plus any spare pairs of socks or wigs that you have lying around. And because Natemba is a time of giving, I will be giving 5 of my own English bob to families whose lives have been devastated by Godzilla. Right, that's it. I'm off home now to play with my eggs box. One of the characters is a little Italian plumber dressed in red and blue. He's having an existential crisis. The joke is that what's the plumber doing in a smelly eggs box? He should really switch to a PlayStation, whatever the fuck.